what you think about the Kanye situation, man? I want to get your take on it first before I even elaborate anything.
Man, what aspect of it, man? It's such a packed subject, man. Controversial all the way across the board, from the things that he chooses to wear, from the comments that he makes, and his beliefs behind justifying these actions. Man, it's a lot, bro. Honestly, I think he's a man down the wrong path, bro.
Think so?
And the reason why I say that is because when negativity becomes the consistent presence in your life, it's a reflection of where you're at and what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm all about, taking our own journey one day at a time and coming across adversity and having to deal with that, right? But when you become your own adversity, that tell me that you don't know your way.
Right.
You lost your way. And you're blinded by any signs, formulations, or efforts to get back on track, man.
Right.
It's tough. And I hate to see it from somebody that is of his caliber. And when I say of his caliber, I sincerely think the man is of genius. From a music standpoint.
Right.
Even a business mind standpoint. Kanye takes a lot of risk.
Yeah.
Yet they're calculated.
Correct.
And these risks are things that the average Joe and Jane won't take heed to or even invest a penny into.
True.
But somehow he's been able to find a way and achieve a level of success no matter the arena, in fashion, in music, and other facets of business and things of that nature. But the controversy that surrounds it, man, it's infectious, one. And it's demeaning, not just from a black man standpoint, but from a people standpoint.
Correct.
No matter the creed, ethnicity, background, gender.
Correct.
It's a lot of stuff going on, man.
It really
and
is.
I think he's reckless, bro, to be quite honest with you.
I don't disagree with him on all of his points. I think he's trying to, pass on some valid points, but at the same time, a lot of it is being covered up with all of the nonsense, I believe,
Right.
So, that's my take on it.
No, I agree.
I know he's lost a lot of partnerships, deals. I think Def Jam just got dropped from Def Jam. I don't know if he got dropped or he left.
Chase Bank don't want to take his money, huh?
No. The bank.
In what day and age does a bank not want to take your money, man?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
That's crazy.
I mean, because people feel like if he's going down the spiral, then they don't want to be associated with it.
Right.
Just like with us. If you got something that's attached to you, and you see it going down, and if it's attached to you, it might take you down with it.
My biggest concern is not just Kanye the individual. Where's his peer group?
Yeah.
Where's his circle? Like and what they can't be blind to sight and deaf to what they hear, right? You can only do that for so long.
Correct.
To know that you allowing your man to move like this.
Well, I think he may have some people in his corner. I would hope. I believe he's at a point to where he has. Like I heard in some previous interviews. Oh, how much money you got? You got more money than me? I'm the billionaire. You should listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you're at that place, he's probably at a place where
that boy hanging with Candace Owens.
Man, what?
Nobody can. I mean, the same with her. I think she's done made some moves that's like is disrespectful to your people. When you turn your back on your people, I don't believe in that. I don't believe you turning your back on anybody. But what I'm
that's
saying?
in right standing, bro.
Correct. That's in right standing, man. And that's my take on it, bro.
Yeah,
that's my take on it.
I agree.
Since we're on this type of topic, what do you think about Charleston? What is it? Charleston White.
Charleston White, man.
Yeah, man.
Charleston White, man.
Same with him. Some people say he.
You gonna hate him or you gonna love him?
You gonna hate him or love him, man.
And I just got put on a couple months back, man, and I couldn't help but to do a little research, dig in a little bit more, and get familiar with who he portrays to be.
Right.
And I use the word portray to be with every sense of that.
Correct.
Because what we do know, we live in an age of social media, and individuals are quick to put on a facade and portray an image that isn't them the other 23 hours of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from what I see, man, he's a very controversial character, man. Wild with a lot of what he does. Right. But if you can bear the ignorance, I'm sure you can see some of the right-minded stances he takes on things.
I agree.
He's real anti-gang, and I feel that boy on that, man.
I agree.
I feel that boy on that, man. He's real big on addressing his people and holding us accountable for a lot of what we contribute to society.
Correct.
Shooting ourselves as black people.
Yeah.
Hating on ourselves as minorities, not unifying as minorities.
Right.
Like the Asian community, the Jewish community, and things of that nature.
I agree.
But outlandish with a lot of stuff. I can't understand how an individual that portrays or appears to be of a mature age, and I say plus 30, that continues to gallivant and be as childish and controversial as he is. To my understanding, he's a comedian too.
Yeah.
So that probably explain some of the bold and blatant attempts for attention.
I agree.
And then it fits the day and age that we're in. Everybody willing to do something quick and easy for 15 minutes of fame, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, that 15-minute fame gonna go by like that, bro.
True, man.
For what? Now you don't know who you are.
Right.
And ain't nobody gonna know who you are either when you choose to stop acting like that individual you are behind that camera in real life. They be like, nah, that's not you.
True, man.
So then what you gonna do?
Yep. I'm pretty much the same as you on that stance. I mean, I agree with some of his stance because it makes sense, about the gang culture and about all these rappers going at each other and killing in their lyrics, and then turn around and proclaiming to be this way. Right. So he's definitely touching on some topics that needs to be touched on. Some elephant in the room topics.
Right. That's one thing I do like about him. Yeah. He won't bite his tongue. He ain't scared to address anything.
And he's coming at whoever and whenever. So I totally agree with him on some of those stances. But yeah, it's always a way going about doing it, man. Right. If you're just going about it, if you're going out about it in a clownish way, then some people are gonna look at it.
They're gonna take you serious.
Yeah, they're gonna take you serious. So I see a lot of different ups and downs I've seen people say, "Oh man, he's selling these people right. He's a genius," but then I've seen people say, "Man, this dude is a clown."
Hey, but you know what's funny, bro?
What's that?
Is he is completely aware of what he's doing.
Oh, he knows exactly what.
The sad thing about it is. Some of the individuals that he targets and even the audience appear to have no clue.
I've been in the industry for a long time, man.
How long you been in there, man? Tell them people, man.
Ooh.
Tell them people how long you been in the game.
Definitely early 2000. Definitely 2001, 2.
That's 20 years, man.
20 years in the game. So I've seen a lot, been a lot of places, And, it's all about perspective. Somebody might look at my career and be like, man, that boy Pun did his thing.
Yeah.
He the man.
Yeah.
And someone else might look at my career and be like, oh, he ain't ever make it. He ain't ever make it on a major record label. It's all about perspective. You have a mindset. Some people don't want to be independent because they don't want to do all of the extra work.
Yeah, they work.
So they want somebody to do the other work for, which is not bad. It's perspective.
Right.
Some people might not have that grit to go and do this.
It might work. It might be in their favor to do that.
Might be in their favor.
Absolutely.
So that's why I don't judge either perspective. I just know what I do.
Tell them what you do, man. What you do, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Honestly, I do a lot of stuff. I'm really, I've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm still finding my way.
That's it.
I love it though. I continue to grow.
Man, I'm trying to take every day as a learning lesson, man. I want to be able to take some level of knowledge from the day, be it through experience, direct education, or indirect experience, man. Be able to take something from it, grow, while continuing to build myself too at the same token, man. I think that's exactly what you're speaking to. Yeah. Keep growing. You 20 years in the game, man, but the goal is to continue to get sharper.
That's it. There was some kids I remember back in my elementary days going into middle school.
Yeah.
already dunking. You know, had it together on that court.
Yeah.
You know, they were ahead of the game. You know, however, you know, they stayed there. Then you had those individuals who weren't so good at, you know, it took them a little while to get to where they need to get.
Yeah.
But they kept growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never want to get to a plateau to where you just feel like you got it all together.
Man.
Like you can't learn no more. Like you the man. You like this and that. You know, you don't want to get better.
Right.
No, man. My thing is continue to get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the game gonna keep loving you.
It's gonna keep loving you. You know? It can't help but to love you if you keep on coming with it.
If you and you're good to it, you feel me? It'd be one thing if you was a coach of Ocho, you was just blatantly disrespecting the game.
Man.
That level of return and karma ain't gonna necessarily be the same parallel if you good to it.
Facts.
If you ain't did the off season work, did the film study, how you think you gonna win, bro?
Man, that's why I love it when I hear those stories, like when they say like people like LeBron, Kobe Bryant, and Jordan was the first person in the gym. You know, like, huh? You know, the best player is the first person in the gym.
But that's what it takes. Yeah, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it takes, bro.
Man, that tells you a lot about a person, you know. Being the first, being that good, you know, because they could easily say, you know, like the boy AI. Practice.
I mean, we talking about practice?
We talking about practice. I mean, and on the cool, on the outside looking in, you're like, hey, that is AI.
Right, it is AI.
He can talk that talk.
He can talk that talk.
Just like Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron could have, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, they put it down, man. You know, so beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing, man.
Hey, man, we wanna tap into that boy Deion Sanders, man. Prime time, man. I'm really feeling his vibe and his energy right now, man. And he has a lot going on right now.
Got a lot going on, man. He's the man of the hour.
Yeah.
And there's every reason for him to be that.
Facts.
You know what he's accomplished in a short period of time at Jackson State, and what the future holds for him in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm loving it, and I'm you can't help but to see all of the different perspectives, right?
Right.
So you know, it's a lot of people kind of disappointed. You know, I've seen a lot of people.
A ton of people disappointed.
A ton of people disappointed, right? And you know, I kind of can feel their pain, but at the same time, man, they have to understand that, you know, he's got to serve his purpose. Right. He served his purpose at Jackson State.
Before we get too far, let's kind of give the people a recap of his time and his stint at Jackson State.
Yeah.
So you know, we can give the audience a real perspective of
what's
the
going
adversity that's you know that he's facing right now.
Right.
Quick rewind. Deion Primetime Sanders has been the head coach at Jackson State, an historically black college with minimal exposure,
right?
Minimal financial backing, and minimal success prior to him getting there. In the 3 years that he's been there, he's now won 2 SWAC championships.
Oh, he won last year?
Yeah, bro, they won last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 2 SWAC championships and an undefeated season this year. Yeah. So short 3-year stint, man. This dude has done a complete 180 in regards to the football program there. Not to mention the type of monetary gain and media exposure that's taking place in this time too.
Yeah, man. It's a bad guy, man. It's a cold guy, man, and I'm loving it. Yeah. I'm loving it, man. I love the move. You know, I love the move, and I like I said previously, I understand people's stance on it. Now, you know, I know they want him to stay here, but you know, like I say, man, you know, you can't be God. You can't be the master of the world. I believe he serves his purpose there.
Every bit of.
Yeah,
you know? Every bit of. And you know, hearing some of the backlash and the reasons as to why people aren't necessarily aligned or in agreement with what he's got going on has everything to do with his tenure there. Like you were mentioning, people feel as though he's obligated to be there for an extenuating time. Right. And who are you to write his journey to determine how long his stay is? You know what I mean? Correct. Like he had mentioned, you know, head coaches in collegiate sports either do 2 things. You either get terminated, or you get elevated.
Correct.
And this opportunity to be the head coach at Colorado is every bit of an elevation in my eye. So I have a hard time relating or understanding why anybody, no matter the color or creed, would be objecting this move. What inspires you to create the Independent Artist Guide? What's your purpose? What's your goals? And what we gonna do with it moving forward?
Well, you know, man, that saying, the game is sold, not told.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And for many years, I've given the game freely. You know what I'm saying? And it's been willingly. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind giving the game freely, especially that's my purpose. I believe part of my purpose is giving the game, willingly, and helping other artists. I've come from the straight bottom. I come from zero, having no experience, no help, no nothing.
Started off on the PlayStation.
Yeah. I started off making beats on the PlayStation. I started off recording beats on a tape recorder, just a straight tape recorder, push and record and play at the same time. From elevating from there to going to a stereo and putting the tape in, and me and my group pushing record and play, and having to do the chorus, someone do the verse, us do the chorus again, the other person doing the verse, us doing the chorus again, all in one time. And if someone messes up,
you gotta do it all over.
We gotta do it all over again. So we're doing however many takes it takes to get that one song where everyone doesn't mess up.
Yeah.
That's where I come from. You get what I'm saying? So I understand, and I have a great perspective of what it takes, man. And so this book represents exactly that. This book pretty much gives you some insight on that, and I give examples like how I started my first national tour. I went on a national tour, and I went to 6 to 7 different states. You know what I mean? And I did it because I released an album independently, and it was doing pretty good. It was doing better than normal in my view, right? I'm like, okay, I've seen other people who are in my same position or where I come from release albums and nowhere close to this, right? So I'm like, okay, something's different about this. Let me put out a flyer and see how different it is. Let me put out a flyer saying, hey, and show him the cities, and the places that I do have events, because I called the event.
It made it happen.
It made it happen.
Yeah.
I called the event. I'm like, hey, I just got to release the album. I heard you guys do open mics. I heard you guys do this. I heard you guys do 50-50 splits. I heard you guys do 80-20 splits. I got that. So I can bring some people in. You know what I'm saying? I can get this at the door. You can get this at the door. Y'all can still keep your bar. Whatever it may be.
Right.
However I set it up, I set it up.
Right.
So I have these set up shows. I put these on the flyer that these are the places I'm at. However, you can still book me.
Right.
I'm still booking.
You can add to the catalog.
You can add to the catalog.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
And I did it. And
Now, is that something that you were kind of pointed to, guided to, or is this something that you really kind of articulated and wanted to go off the limb on your own?
It was intuition.
Yeah.
It was intuition. It was as, big God showed me.
Yeah.
The God in me showed me. Like, it was my intuition that said, hey, I can probably do this.
Right.
I'm excited for what you got coming, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to segue into, what you got coming. I believe, man, you got not only a new album dropping, your sophomore album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you also have the art exhibit dropping. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first met you, you were a rapper already, but you wasn't rapping. You get what I'm saying? You hadn't released the album. You get what I'm saying? I remember you sending me some tracks and letting me hear some freestyles when you were in college and all that, but you hadn't took it serious at the point. You get what I'm saying? You were the artist, because you did my Hey, on the cool, it might be one of my best art cover albums. You know what I'm saying? He did that Houston We Have a Problem album. If you hadn't seen my Houston We Have a Problem album cover, go check it out. You can go check it out on iTunes, Amazon, whatever it may be. Go look up Houston We Have a Problem Punting, and check out that artwork he done on there, man. That boy had me on a slab in the air on a spaceship, man. What had me in an astronaut suit with a helmet on, all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just to introduce what we going into now, man. My boy Scribble has an art exhibit dropping. Is it your first one?
First solo art exhibit, and it's something that you definitely don't want to miss.
Man,
I'll be presenting a number of pieces that really kind of highlight who I am.
Yeah.
The title of both the art exhibit and the sophomore album is The Adventures of Scribble Scratch.
Yeah.
And that title is loaded in itself.
Yeah.
My freshman album, titled Birthday, was more of an introduction of who I am as a whole. This sophomore album will be more of a detailed look of who I am today.
Yeah.
The things that inspired me to be the artist of all sorts that I am today.
Yes, sir.
So you'll see a lot of childhood references, present day references, things that move me, and things that pop culture can value and appreciate at the same token.
Man, that's awesome, man. So I do have a question. So these art pieces, is it more like a exhibit to where people can see your display, and if they have interest in it, can they purchase this piece of art, or is it more of like, this is just something that I want you guys to experience?
It'll be a combination of both, man.
Okay.
I'll have all the art will be there ready and available for purchase. I will also give those individuals, other individuals that aren't able to purchase night of, the opportunity to purchase prints via my website, MrScribbleScratch.com as well. So I'm really trying to provide an experience that everybody can actually have fun with, take something away. We're giving giveaway door prizes, and we'll have a number of raffles throughout the course of the night, as well as live music entertainment. Appreciate you for blessing me with an opportunity to do my second live performance, accompanying you that night as well.
Yes, sir.
So make sure y'all in the building for that, man. It's new for me. It's my first time for both. So yeah, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous. If I said the butterflies wasn't messing with my stomach. But I know these type of events and projects are needed in order for me to exceed and obtain the level of growth that I know is owed to me and I'm deserving of, man.
Just happy for her to be back. I know her family is.
Yeah, man.
And I know she, honestly, man, I'm very careful. When I have one overseas, I've been very careful going through them customs, man.
You gotta be, bro.
Yeah,
you
man.
Gotta
it's,
be,
it's,
man.
It's a serious thing.
You gotta be,
and
man.
especially to another country and having something.
Right. And
I don't care if it is a vacation.
Yeah, and not be able to speak the language. So you at an adversity already. You know what I mean? So at that point in time, like you're hypersensitive to what's going on around you.
Yeah.
So you don't know what to expect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You totally lost.
Facts.
And I couldn't imagine being in clear across the country, man, and be locked up.
Man, be locked up in
The psychological adversity.
Yeah.
Is what's taxing, I would assume.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, she got a whole book. I know it's coming. I mean, she has a story to tell.
I mean, yeah, it would be a no-brainer to capitalize.
Yeah.
On the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hope that it is something that she would be willing to share, and allow that to be as lucrative as you can be.
Facts.
You know, because she's suffered and she's experienced a time that most won't,
right,
and a lot won't get through.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to speak to that, I would think.
You do, man. Man, I'm gonna be honest. When you first started the show off, when you said Free BG, I thought you was talking about BG from Cash Money.
No,
it just dawned on me when you were talking about her, you said BG. It just dawned on me, man. But yeah, man, I've heard news that BG is coming home, so shout out to BG as well, the original BG.
How does an album get released like that? You know what I'm saying? This man is clearly behind bars serving time,
Right.
not in good favor with the label or whatnot. And to my understanding, he's saying it's not done on his behalf and the label's not done on their behalf. So who did it and how they did it? How does that happen? How does that
How does that transpire?
how does that take place?
Ooh, man. I don't know. It could be set up. It could be anything.
Right. So it's a parallel to what you're saying. Like the industry is a dirty game, man, and to say it lightly, I guess.
Right.
And one individual saying, "Nah, you did it." The other one saying, "Nah, you did it." Now it has to be some type of
Somebody did it.
purposeful intent. Like you did it with an intent to ruffle some feathers or get a leg up on somebody, man.
You know, man, I enjoyed that song, the whole song. Like it's crazy. You got to be talented to keep someone into a song for 18 minutes, bro, straight. Got to be talented, because anybody else, you'd be like, man, turn off that song. I'm tired of
hearing it.
After the 5, 6, 7 minutes, man, this boy Kelly's so live with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, I just don't know about that one, man. All we can do is just, wish for the best for him, man. That's it.
Keep making great music, my dog.
Yeah.
Serve your time, do what you got to do, man. Best of luck to you, man. As a fan, I appreciate the drop.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. The thing I don't like about it is just even the name of that song right now.
What, I admit it? What was it?
I admit it.
I admit it.
I admit it, I did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though in the song he kind of... he didn't do certain things and he explained himself. But just him saying, I admit I did it just makes it just feel like he's trying to say I did it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know about that timing. But like you said, it might have been purposely leaked.
But why would you even create a song like that, though? Because we can't deny that that's R. Kelly on the song.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He had to come up with a concept for the song, put the lyrics to the song, record the song, and then release the song. So he intended to release that at some point in time.
Yeah.
He recorded it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be it released in that fashion,
right,
with that type of delivery, I can't say that was the case, but he recorded that damn song, bro.
He really did. And maybe that was his way of admitting, maybe getting it off his chest. It was maybe,
and that wouldn't be surprising to me, seeing how in depth he's been in the past with his musical storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode.
Hey, man.
Better from Room the Podcast, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, man. We got them coming every Thursday. We ain't going to stop it. And we appreciate y'all.
Straight up. Appreciate it.
Real.